Welcome back to Ladd's Garage. You can see we're actually in the shop. Intimidator's back there. We got the strobes going. Now Ladd Wag's right here. You can see already got parts thrown all over the place because, well, the old I need some attention light came on. You know what I mean? Now, normally, when my attention light comes on, it's really just a hassle for me because for a long time I haven't had nothing to check and see what I got going on. But I hit the old Amazon up and found this little black tech OBD2 plug deal. It plugs into the car. It's a scanner. That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to say here. It just plugs in. And there's not really much to it. As you can see, it just plugs right in. And it'll Bluetooth in, and it's got an app. It uses this Repair Solutions 2 app, which is, I guess, the generic app that it syncs to. Now, granted, I can't go through and change like the rev limiter, you know, instead of make it where it goes on the rev limiter, make it go. I can't do that. But it did give me the general consensus of what we got going on here. The code given was a P0171 fuel bank lean code. Look it up. There's about 100 different scenarios that come up online. I've looked through numerous forums trying to find a simple solution where to start. So the first solution is to take this valve off. I believe it is a PCP valve. It does something, I don't know, but supposedly you take it off. If you can blow through it, the valve is bad. If you can't, the valve is good. This is the first thing I checked. It did its thing. So I put it back on, put it together. The other thing is to check mass airflow sensor. There's a little guy in there. So I've pulled it off, I've cleaned it. Air filter, dirty. But we've pulled this off, cleaned it, because the code is saying, for whatever reason, it's getting lean. This is the first thing it really talks about, because somewhere between the mass airflow sensor and the first O2 sensor, too much air is getting in there. That's pretty much what it is, like a vacuum leak. So we dig around, we clean that. Before I start putting everything together and, checking it and everything, because I hate putting everything together, just take it all back apart, put it back together, take it back apart, put it back together. So I got to digging around. As you can see, right there is the first O2 sensor. That right there is a flex pipe. That black right there, that's a hole, which could be allowing the extra air, creating that vacuum that I was talking about. So my next step is to crawl up underneath the car, which is, well, I've got the ramps out. We're getting ready to fire it up and pull it up on the ramps, but I want to get up underneath of it before I get to taking anything apart. I want to see what parts I'm going to need. I'd love to go ahead and do a cold air intake system on this thing. And just to upset everybody on the HHR forums, think about just getting one and just running it straight up through the hood. I haven't got approval on that yet. But the thing that I am looking at doing is the exhaust manifold. I'm going to double check it, and this is why I'm wanting to put it up on ramps. So I want to double check it, because I believe at one point I seen cracks in it. So if there's cracks in it, I need to look and see. First off, I need to fix that, because that's causing a performance issue there too. But if I'm going to fix it, I'm going to put a header on. One, if you price the stock style intake manifold versus a header, the cast iron manifold is about, depending on where you get it, look, is almost $75 to $100 more expensive than a header. So if I'm going to do that and get the flex pipe and all that, I want to make sure that's what it is, because then I can justify with my accountant on doing it. That's why I got to try to figure out how to justify the cold air intake. Now you guys got to remember, putting performance mods on this thing is like putting lipstick on a pig. 251,112 miles on it as it sits right now. So cranking it up, well, we don't know what's going to happen after that. Alright. It is running a whole lot better with that PCP valve. Oh, let's service everything. Going to full panic mode here. I know what the light's for right now. That's definitely the mass airflow sensor. Everything's going haywire because I have all that unhooked right now, but we're gonna back her up. I can't see crap. I got the whole back of my car. I mean, that's right next to my head. So we're just gonna go. If we hear a crunch, then we know we went too far. Doing this because I need to get it up on the ramps. Going up. There we go, folks. Alright, let's see how far up under this thing we can fit. This ain't easy. Yeah, oil leak. That's something on the list to get fixed eventually. Yeah, how's that belt looking? We got a couple weeks left in it at least. It's starting to go bad. Really don't want to get covered in crap. Oh man. Oh, it's hot. You can see my exhaust system. Oh. Wish this thing was set up higher. This is about as far back as I can squeeze. Oh, I've seen them before. There it is. Yeah. It's kind of hard to see with the position of the camera. But back there, you can see the flange. And back behind the flange, it like gets black. That's because there's exhaust blown back there. Alright, right in that area, right in that opening, you can kind of see the manifold right there. And that's about the area where she's pretty well cracked at. And it's a pretty good one, so. So, the other issue that we're looking at is oil leak issue. I I believe it is the crank, the front seal, the crank, front main seal, however you want to word it. But I believe that's the seal that's leaking. I don't know the best option to do it. I figure if I'm gonna pull the cover off, I gotta get all the accessories off, the belt off, and then get down in there to work on it. Well, I don't know that there is an easy way, because as you can see, my hand barely fits in here to do anything. And doing a belt is a pain in the butt on this car because there isn't a lot of room. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to replace that motor mount. And some of you are probably thinking, just get rid of that piece of junk. Why? It's paid for. That's one of the craziest things I see people do financially is they start having little mechanical issues. Okay, so I gave $2,600 for this car. The guy wouldn't budge off of $26. He would sell for $25.50. Paid cash for it. Any repair I've done on it has been out of pocket. I've done it myself. I honestly haven't really done much. So I gotta try to decide what I want to do. Do we want to just fix it and keep running it? Or do we do kind of a mini overhaul, if you will, and drop the engine out or pull the engine out, freshen it up, put it back together, fix it, or whatever. Either way, I won't be hurting on this car. It's paid for. I could put $2,000 to $3,000 into this car and still be cheaper than going out and buying another car and having payments. I don't want to put $2,000 to $3,000 into it. I'm just using that as an example because I ain't got it right now. But I bought this car for $2,500 for the miles I put on it in the first year versus my pickup truck. It paid for itself and left $100 extra. So it's worth the money to fix it. Because driving a pickup truck where diesel's almost $4 a gallon versus this where it's closer to $3 a gallon, yeah, this is a lot better choice. So the other thing is, if we do the header and the flex pipe and all that, if that's just all we do, I need to look into the exhaust. I might have to modify the exhaust a little bit more. I thought about actually just dropping it down all the way and fixing some of the crappy welds that was on it from the exhaust shop. I haven't quite made my mind up on that, but that's a good possibility. But so far this video is just going to be a diagnostics kind of type deal on the Ladd Wag, because I love these little cars. But like I tell people, these are men's cars. You can fit an 8-foot 2x4. If you fold that front seat down on the passenger side, you can put 8-foot 2x4s in the back. Crazy, huh? And you get the fuel economy of a car. So that's why I like these things. I'm not trying to sell them off because they're my favorite, but I would find it hard to find a regular trunk style car versus the station wagon style. We're gonna go ahead and close out because I need to go inside, start hunting for parts. Gotta talk it over with my financial advisor on, do we put a lot of money into the car right now, or do we just fix it? All that fun stuff. Me personally, I don't know what's in the bank account, but I would just go all out, full send on it, because I like burning rubber. But I suppose, till the next video, God bless you and stay safe. Oh yeah, go hit the like and subscribe button if you would, please. And go over to our Trucking Diaries channel. We just broke 100 subscribers on it, and I'd like to see it continue to grow also. Just like it says, Trucking Diaries. Kind of get you an insight of what we're doing when we're not really out here doing this type of stuff, or going 100 different directions. So God bless you guys. Stay safe.